Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome. Gather around, get cozy, get a cup of coffee and hey, join the practice room. What's up, people? Mikhail, hey, Murdy, what's up? First time in the chat. Welcome. Welcome. How are you doing, Luke? Hey, good to see you. We have Danielle, hey, and Madla. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you. I saw Liam earlier, or was I mistaken? Liam, cool. Liam, Sean, sweet. So many people already. Really cool. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. How is your day going? Mine almost ended. I'm making coffee. You know what? I just bought coffee today, decaf coffee, and I haven't had decaf coffee here at home for months now because the one I can buy, it just doesn't taste very good. You know, it's not that very good. But I'm so missing drinking coffee, after 2 or 3 p.m. So I just decided I just bought one, and I thought, it's going to be so nice to have a cup of coffee while streaming today. And I didn't make one, and now I feel so stupid. I feel horrible. And you guys can have a coffee, and I prepared to have a coffee too, but I didn't make one. Life can be so hard sometimes, so hard. I know, so much trouble. So the bigger Betty, is it like pills? What's up, Jory? How are you doing? What do you drink? Try Lavazza. Lavazza. I don't remember if I ever tried Lavazza, but I heard it's good. But I don't think that our shop is selling decaf Lavazza. So now I was drinking some coffee from Germany because when I was at the Guitar Summit, we were giving away these fancy coffee beans, but we had a lot of leftover packages because obviously we prepared for more people than the audience was. I mean, I say it obviously because that's how you do. You prepare for more people, because if you prepare for less people, then it's awkward if you can't give a gift pack for everybody, right? So we had a lot of leftover coffees, and I was drinking that for some time. It's like this mid roast. Is that how you say in English? So not light, not dark, but the one in between, like mid roast. I believe that's how you say it in English. I don't know. I'm not a coffee nerd, to be fair. Medium roast. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Medium roast. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. I was pretty close. I was pretty close. Yeah, so I have that. I mean, I could try Lavazza. I only heard good of it. But on a more serious note, I have so much bad news. I wanted to say that I have a bad news and a good one. And which one, should I start with? But then I realized I only have bad news. So bad news one. Bad news one is that I went on a short bike trip yesterday, and I ripped 2 of my nails off. I mean, one of them cracked, and the other one was kind of like ripped off. So I had to remake my nails today, and I haven't finished them quite well. Yeah, it's the worst. It was so bad. It was so annoying because the one with the little crack, it's like it's such a small crack, but it's just enough for ruining the whole thing. And I couldn't save it. It's just there wasn't enough nail or end to save, so I had to remake the whole thing today, and I spent like an hour doing it, and I still haven't quite finished the entire thing. So the bad news is now that now you'll have to listen to the nail squeaking, my fantastic nail squeaking as usual. I think I'm squeaking my nails much less lately on stream, like live right in front of you. But today I just have to, because because it is what it is. Nails are just such a delicate, annoying part of being a classical guitarist. It's horrible. So this is bad news number one, and stay tuned because I'm gonna tell you bad news number two in just a second. But something happened. Yeah, allow me to quickly thank Luke for the 10 euros tip. Thanks, Luke. Thank you. That's really, really nice of you. All I was doing so far, I was just complaining. But I think that's how we start. It's like, it's becoming like a tradition, right? Yeah. So just let's call it like a custom. It's like, it's what we do here. We start off with some complaining. We set up a mood from which we can rise or revive like a phoenix from the ashes. It's how we set the foundations of something beautiful to rise. And Luke is grumpy, so that's fun. What did you do in Germany? They will grow stronger now. You would assume, but that's not how nails work. That's not what they do. They grow weaker and sadder and more annoying every time. Where happened with the Mike Dawes interview? I was at the Guitar Summit 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago at the Guitar Summit, and so Mike and I we're both the Dario artists. So I had this idea in mind, I started the second season now of my podcast, recording some new episodes, and actually someone from the Dario asked me if I would like to record something with Mike. I was like, hey, yeah, that would be really, really cool. But he's a star. I didn't even know how to reach out to him. I really didn't want to bother him, but my friend from the Dario said, "Oh, we can set up a contact for you," and they were so nice. They just connected us. They said a couple of nice words about me to Mike, and it was just so smooth and so easy. It was great. And then we talked, we scheduled a time, and we met, and we recorded the podcast, which is being edited now. You're also a star. Oh, stop it. Continue. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Those guitars at the summit were really nice. Which one do you have? I have a Manuel Rodriguez guitar. That's something you have seen in the video. So I don't have that one, not that Manuel Rodriguez guitar, but I have one of the same model. Mine is just it's glossy. Mine is glossy, and the one I was using at the summit was matte, or not matte, had satin finish. Right. So yeah, that's about it. Waiting for the second news to say that is also good. So that's the second bad news is I'm learning a new piece, and I don't know how to read the last part. The last part is something. The last part of the piece is using a percussive technique, which is something I have never, ever even tried in my life. I have no idea how it works. So today is going to be the day when we figure this out together. I'm gonna suck horribly. It's gonna be really bad, but yeah, maybe we can have a laugh together. Maybe we can figure it out together. I don't know. I don't know. So I will feel super nervous about it. I already feel nervous, but I didn't have time to check it before stream. So it's gonna be all raw experience. I'm sharing some honest progress with you. The honest, unfiltered cluelessness of a guitarist. Tippity tappity bonk. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Tippity tappity bonk. Oh my god, that's not even easy to say. So yeah, that's the second bad news. But before I would do that, before I start annoying you with the tippity tappity bonk, I'm going to play something that I have some idea how to do. Shit. Yes. So those are the things. Those are the amazing news for today. I really wanted to sit down and practice today. It's just Mondays. Mondays are always crazy because, over the weekend, lots of stuff can pile up, emails, admin stuff. And on Mondays, I always feel this urge to get those things done. To fix everything that got messed up over the weekend, because I just can't. I don't feel like I can start the week until I take care of the weekend stuff, of the admin work that piled up over the weekend. How is Cappy? Cappy's, I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. He's here. He does. Yeah, he's here. He's walking in the apartment. He's saying things every now and then. He makes some noises. He's walking. He's making food, I think, now. Yeah, he seems fine. He seems fine. We talked today. Yeah, he's okay. Guys, I wish you would see him one day. Just I wish you could see the rich facial expressions I get to see every single day. He's the best. He's really like a capybara. A capybara is the perfect picture for you to imagine how he is in real life. But we're checking the nails. That's okay. That's acceptable. Well, it's not too good, but not too bad either. The thumbnail does a little, when I'm picking the string, it does get a little, I don't know, this sound. Uh, yes and no. I think we can go with this one. I will make comments about my nails the next throughout the whole stream, like I always do. But we can make this work, right? We'll make this work, right? Right. Mystical Penguin, good to see you here. I use 15,000 grit sandpaper and I still find sometimes it is not smooth enough. I wonder what grit for the sandpaper are you using, Beatrix? Yes, so right now I'm in a little bit of a struggle. I like to start with 15,000. 15,000 is the one I like to start with, and then move to maybe a 5,000, 5 or 6,000 one, and then finish it off with 12. What? Yes, 12,000. But I used up all my 1,500 grid sandpaper. So now the smoothest I have is 5,000, which is not good for me to start. I don't like to start with that. So 1,500, 5 or 6,000, and then 12,000. And that's just perfection. That's really good. But this works too. This is fine. It's just I don't have that much control. Can you briefly explain the proper positioning for the right hand when playing guitar? I am a bit confused. Akash, I probably have a couple of videos on that topic on my YouTube channel. You can look it up. There's actually a playlist I made. It's like the title of it is something like guitar technique tips or guitar technique lessons from beginner for beginners, or from beginner to all level, something like that. But you can find playlists and videos including the proper right hand posture and technique. Did I hear percussive technique? Is it in notation for percussion? Well, I will show you the sheet music later, and you will see why I have no idea how to read it. It's just, and the problem is the quality of my copy is not too good either. So yeah, that's also not very helpful in reading. Do you celebrate Halloween in Hungary? We do not. We have something called Mindenszentek, which is our version. It's a day when we remember our the people who we lost, and we just go to the cemetery. We bring candles, and it's a quiet day to remember to all the people who we lost, and yeah, that's what we do. It's not, Halloween seems like a very cheerful, a very cheerful event with, I don't know, fun vibes, but our version is more, I don't know, it's more like a memory. It's not very cheerful, so it's just a quiet remembrance. I think my nails sound more plucky today. Oh guys, I got a new capo, and I've been so happy with it for days, and um, I had a capo for like 10 years. And I was like, why would I get a new capo if I already have a capo? It's 10 years old maybe, but what could be how could the capo go wrong, right? That's what I was thinking. Holy shit, the difference. I got the same capo. I mean, almost the same. So Dadario updates their products every now and then. So obviously they are not selling the same type of capo they sold 10 years ago. But it was such a good reminder that every now and then it's worth updating your stuff. Because I always thought that my capo was flawless and it worked just fine until I got the new one, and I was like, "Oh my god, how did I not see this? How did I not know this?" If you have a 10-year-old capo, please buy a new one. You love the new capo. I'm in love with my new capo. Hey gods, how are you doing? Okay. Not complaining. I'm not complaining. You are complaining. I'm not complaining. I hate my nails. I know I said no complaining, but it's so bad. Someone said that the quality of the stream is really good. I appreciate that. Well, we put a lot of work into making these streams work. So I appreciate when when you say stuff like that. Yeah, that's really nice of you. She noticed me. Who are you? What's going on? What did I do? Okay, so we start practicing men here. You got a guitar. I may have a guitar. That's that's a funny observation. No one ever made that. No one ever made that comment or observation on these streams. I had to stop and think how to react on that. That's a funny observation. I like that. It is true. Now that you say it, yeah. Now that you say it, you know what? Now that you say it, I might play something on it. That's so cool. Listening on a cell phone, Jerry. Then why did I prepare this awesome microphone? All right. Well, I hope you still enjoy it on cell phone. Time for me to go home. I know it's early. Jory, it's only 6:30. Are you slacking at work? Listening stereo on 3 sets of speakers. 6 speakers. Now that's That's the treatment I deserve. No. This is where I... Oh yeah, by the way, did I start this timer? Timer is going. 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes to go. Where was I? That's fine. Yeah, time is always running out. How do you learn to deal with that? Ooh. Tuning with capo, such a nightmare. Yeah. Is this flat? No. It's just getting worse. Now it's just now it's just all over the place. But this is high. Close enough, you say, wait until you hear me playing a chord. You know what? Close enough. Ah, it hurts. Okay, if we listen to my out of tune playing for long enough, it will start to feel like it's in tune. How does that sound? Stupid. I mean, I'm stupid, not you. I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not supposed to say stuff like that to you guys. you. Okay, found it. Damn. Yes, Andrew York. Andrew York, absolutely. You know what? I will go through on this again in 1 second. But the timer is up, and I also wanted to tune this guitar properly. But actually, you know what I said like 5 minutes ago, that if we listen to my playing long enough, my out of tune guitar long enough, it will start to feel like it's in tune, and that's what I feel right now. It stopped bothering me that much that it's out of tune. Andrew York is a great composer. Yeah, I really enjoy everything I hear from Andrew York. It is Men Here. The title is Men Here by Andrew York. It is a classical guitar. I'm playing a classical guitar, and. I just saw Andrew York at a concert on Friday. That's so cool. Also, hey, how you doing, Wiggleman? How was the concert? That's so cool. You're lucky. Must be awesome. Awesome. Ned, hey. How you doing? Betty. Oh yeah, I'm using a headstock tuner. I don't want to take it off, but I have like 4 of these now. It's my absolute favorite. Hang on, maybe you can see it. It's a Daddario headstock tuner. I started using these headstock tuners from the Dario when I was 14 or 15. I think maybe I was 15 when I started to use these ones, and yeah, I just got used to. I don't know. It's just a habit. It's just what I like to use. Most expensive piece of equipment. It's probably my guitar. Anybody who says, please teach me, I do offer online lessons. You can read about my pricing and what you get on the lessons, or what's required from you to take lessons with me on my website, beatrixguitar.com. Yeah, check it out and see if it's something you're looking for. I'm happy to teach anyone. It's just you can read more on my website. I mean standard tuning. No, standard tuning. Not standard tuning. It's lute tuning, which is standard tuning with an F sharp instead of a G. So the G string becomes an F sharp. And now let's see this tuning. Actually, a really good trick I learned about tuning with capo is that, there's a lot of tension here, so this part is pressing down the strings, obviously, and sometimes if you tune the pegs like you normally do, you can't make that fine adjustment that you might look for. So alternatively, what you can do, for example, if I go, let me see the next one. This is actually in tune, almost. So it's a little bit high. So instead of tuning with the pegs, I just start pressing the string here just a little bit, and this will help, just to slightly take a little part out, just to take the string a bit upper. Or extending it a bit. And similarly, the other thing I also do is that I'm pulling the string here, depending if the string is sharp or flat. If it's, hang on, okay, now it's flat, so I need to start pushing it a bit here, and it gets higher a little bit. Okay, now it's too much, so let's go. Okay, now a bit pulling here. Too much pulling. See, so just by pulling here, it changed a lot on the tuning. So this is something you can use to fine tune when you have a capo on. Maybe a bit more. Maybe a bit more. Okay. Yeah, so this can be helpful. You can combine, like I did, you can combine it with using the pegs, or like that. What do you call these? The tuning pegs. Oh, we have Cappy in the chat. How are you doing, Cappy? We were just talking about you. We only said nice things about you. Am I right, guys? Just only nice things. We always say nice things. Okay. can't decide on if I can't figure out a final fingering for this part. It's almost a piano-like sound. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I want to see this as a compliment, but I'm not sure if you mean it. I'm not sure if you mean it's a good thing. ugly. 5 more minutes. I'm gonna slow this down for a second. No, I did not write this song. I did not. It's the title is Men Here, and it was written by Andrew York. really need to memorize these jumps because I either look at the sheet music or my hands, but if I look at my hands, I don't know the next note. I know. I think it's a relatable problem. Ha. Yeah. Okay. No. I just found you while doom scrolling. I hope you stopped. This is a place where you can just hang out and stop the doom scrolling. I can't relate to that. I deleted most of my social media apps from my phone some time ago, like a couple of weeks ago. I can tell you more about that if you're curious, but I was just really my phone, I felt like my phone was using me that rather than I was using the phone, you know what I mean, and I was just losing control. Yeah, so I'm happy you made it here. Time for your Portuguese lesson. Look, see you next time, and thank you for the tip. Thank you for the 10 euros. It means a lot. Have fun. I know time is up. Let me repeat this last part because I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. Oh shit, no. Yeah, so now on the last page, it is a bit different. So it's almost the same as on the first page, but the chords are at different places. So yeah, why would it be the same? Okay. Okay, cool. It's fine. I clicked too fast past the rules. Yeah. Why you should read the rules, guys. Before you join the chat, read the rules because I wrote them. Be nice. I took my time. I took my time to write them, so you should take your time to read them. That's a fair exchange of, that's a fair human interaction. Am I right? Oh, is the chatbot working? Fabulous. That's crazy. I've never seen that. Cappy, you should visit us more often. What kind of magic is this? Is that the duck from Noodle and Bun? It is the duck from Kurzgesagt. I don't know if you know the educational YouTube channel. Do you know Kurzgesagt? Anybody knows Kurzgesagt? It's originally a German YouTube channel. I mean, it originates in Germany, and it's fantastic. It's really a good channel. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. But yeah, the ducks are from Kurzgesagt. Do you have a tips to slow down the wear down of the first string? No, unfortunately, no. My first strings are ruined after like a week, and it's funny because I kind of just start to like the sound of the G and the B string after a week, but by the time the G and the B string feels good and sounds good, the E is already bad. So I don't know. I don't have a magic trick for that. Keep playing like this and you'll have no problem getting men here. That's a very weird thing to say. I would read my messages before sending them, or if I was sending weird messages, I would read them at least once or twice before hitting send. That's such a weird thing to say. I scratched my first string very fast after just a few days. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe just one thing you can do is to keep your nails really well polished every time when you start practicing. So that's something I'm trying to do. Before I start practicing, I always make my nails. I always smoothen my nails, the surface of my nails, because I know that even tiny scratches or unevenness can hurt the string. And yeah, that's the only thing I'm trying to do. What's the song called? Sorry, probably 10,000 people have asked this. No worries. I think someone mentioned in the chat already. It was Men Here by Andrew York. This piece is gonna take months for me to learn. I need to work on my left hand endurance a little more. You know what? I thought it's going to be a nice little piece, and it turns out to be really heavy. So even though I feel like I'm making a fairly good progress on it in a fairly short amount of time, my left hand is so exhausted, and after, if I play it in parts, I can control the hammer-ons and pull-offs really well, but when I'm trying to put it together, it just all falls apart. It's really tricky. Not just because of the technique themselves, but exactly what you mentioned. It's about the endurance or like stamina. Yeah. Yeah. Would you recommend a certain brand of strings for flamenco guitarist? No, because I've never played flamenco music. Probably you know much better what strings to choose as a classical, as a flamenco guitarist than me. Big fish, catch you later. Thank you for your answer about the first string. Yeah, no problem. No worries. Do you play other instruments? Piano a little bit. A little bit of piano, but I have a flute. I have a flute over there in this room. My sister used to play the flute and she wanted to sell it. And I said, you're giving it to me because she was playing it for 10 years. And I got emotionally attached to it. I just, I just can't imagine. It's funny because I sold my own guitars. I sold all the guitars I had to. So every time I wanted to upgrade to a better guitar, I had to sell my previous guitar. And I remember there was this one time when I was crying so hard when, I gave the guitar to this little girl and her dad because the girl was just about to start to learn classical guitar, and I was so emotionally attached to that instrument. I was crying like a baby, the ugly cry, guys. And on the street, right after, so I gave the guitar and I walked out of the building, and on the street I immediately just lost my shit and I teared up. But ever since then, I just knew that it's the circle of life, So if you want to get a better guitar, you sometimes have to sell an older one. I don't know. This is just it just seemed very straightforward to me from then on. But with this flute, I just couldn't. It was the flute of my sister, and I just couldn't. So I kept it, and maybe eventually I will try to learn to play the flute. I don't know. Maybe I will just keep it as to remember my childhood, to remember how it used to be when we were little and she was playing the flute, and we were kids. Just to remind me of the happier days, some happier times. Shit. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Jerry, thank you for saying that. That's kind of you. I'm glad you like the tone. Is this a YouTube stream now? No, not really. Just I think Twitch chat has been a bit quiet. Or maybe it's not coming through. Maybe I don't see all the messages. You know what? I will put both chats together here. Melody instrument might benefit also guitar. That is so true. I think as a guitarist, I have benefited from playing the piano. Right? So when you play the guitar, you have to deal with a lot of voicing, which is so much more straightforward on the piano. So on piano, you can learn to listen to the voicing much easier than on the guitar. So my voicing skills and my melody leading skills have changed a lot after I started to play the piano as well. But at the same time, if you learn a melody instrument like violin, flute, any melody instrument, it's going to help you with the phrasing, with just playing beautiful melodies. Clarkins, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following me. Thanks for joining. What if I just chat here instead? That's all right. So I see both chats right now. Yeah, we're multi-streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. It's something I've been doing for some time now. Yeah, it helps. It helps to get more eyeballs on me because that's all we care for. We artists are just so weird. We want all the eyeballs, just all the eyeballs on the planet. We're the worst. Ugh. So how about playing something? What am I learning? What am I learning? So there's this Diane's piece. You know, actually, I started to write down pieces again that I would love to learn. And I realized that my list will never end. So at some point, you know, when I reached the bottom of the page, I started writing because I knew I'm never going to finish this list. And it just started to get worse and worse. Less of a delay on YouTube, it seems. That's funny. Wow. That's I didn't know that. Those Sikas videos are amazing. Such talented musicians. Yeah, true. I agree. We have some great people in YouTube chat right now. They deserve attention. That is true. You know, I'm gonna tell you this, and then we jump into practicing the Konfuoko. But I started streaming on YouTube maybe during the summer, I think, or at the end of the summer. No, earlier. Sometimes over the summer, and I remember that the first couple of streams were really it was a hard experience. You know, it was a difficult experience because people would just come and go, and it's not so on the internet we're really used to just, you know, coming and going and saying random things in chats. But I think it's easy to forget that on the other side of this story, there's a person sitting, and I was just so overwhelmed by how many things were happening at once, right? So it was just really hard to keep track of what's going on in the chat, if the stream was up and running, what am I supposed to do, what do I do with my hands? Like, you see, like, I have no idea what I'm doing with my hands. Again, I'm just hiding them. So it was just so overwhelming, but I noticed a significant change when I turned on subscriber only chat on YouTube. So I feel like maybe it's, you know, it's I felt like it's a bossy move at first, but it makes the chat so much of a nicer place, and easier to follow, easier to, I don't know, just easier to handle and interact with you guys, because before that it was just a big flow of mess. It was weird. Require people to be subscribers plus 10 minutes cuts down on chat spam. Yeah, so now people are required to be subscribers, but I don't have a time frame set up. So if you click on subscribe, you can immediately start chatting. You don't have to be subscribed for X amount of time. But I think it already filters out a lot of unwanted people in the chat. I had no idea of all the videos you had until I was gifted a membership. Yeah. There are some member only things. on the channel for sure. Welcome, G-Scape and Muckerdusar. Hey, what's up? How you doing? But you know what's also really cool? I know being a YouTube member is really, really cool, but there's another way you can support my work and what I'm doing, and that is through Patreon. So yeah, Patreon is a really, really cool place to hang out with me, with us, and keep track of all the things I publish. Because every time I publish something for, as an early access to patrons, over time it becomes publicly available. So even if you're not supporting, even if you're not a paid supporter, you still get notified every now and then when something new gets uploaded, like some photos of the Guitar Summit. Here we had a small concert. It was just for patrons, so it was never published anywhere else. And yeah, just all sorts of things. So if you like what I'm doing, please consider to support my work on Patreon. It helps a lot to keep going. It helps paying the editor, the sound engineer, and hopefully Kepi over time. Because he's helping so much. He's helping so much shit. Yeah. Yeah, become a patron and support whatever I'm doing here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's fun. There are free patrons, so it is a thing. So for example, if you are a free member, you get access to the free member feed, which is, for example, it includes the videos I'm publishing, right? Because sometimes, if you go to YouTube, if you open your YouTube channel, you don't see all the, all the new videos from the channels you're subscribed to. But on Patreon, I just try to keep track of everything, and you can get notified if I shared something new with the public. Well, hello again, Jory. What's up? What are you doing here? I thought we losers are not fun enough for you to hang out with. You have now been upgraded from a phone speaker to a small Bluetooth speaker. Guys, I'm going big. I'm going big. That's a treatment I deserve. Oh yeah. We need a G here. Making spring roll pancakes. That sounds cool. 6 speakers or burst. I have Sword in Supreme Pro X headset on. I don't know what that is, but it sounds expensive. Okay, guys. Yeah, feel free to share. Feel free to share your setup, like what you're watching on or what you're listening on. Feel free to share. Alrighty, so how about the practice room? I don't want to. I want to talk about stupid things. Ooh. The chat. Sorry. This isn't a request to stream. Liam, don't be so rude. Maybe they just guessed the title wrong. Maybe they thought I'm playing Canon in D. Vandertop, welcome. And I forgot the next part. It's so hard to memorize this part. Like, it doesn't have. I mean, it's not so catchy, right? It's not that catchy. How am I supposed to memorize this? And then da da da. So catchy. We're at halftime. 42-inch plasma TV. Nice. Well, I'm sure the quality is not so good if you put me on a big screen anymore. I mean, it looks really good on this size though. Yeah, let's do I need to extend my pinky more. Please note I'm so modest. No one has ever said that to me. That's new. Can I clip this somehow? Or can I save it somehow? I'd like to save this. Wait. No, that's an A. Okay. I thought I was learning it with the wrong note. Not that anybody would notice. Oh yeah, Bo, have fun practicing. Yeah, enjoy your practice session. I always play Tirando, or like 99% of the time. Ever listen to Rolf Towner? No, it doesn't. That name doesn't ring a bell. Why not? One more minute, okay. Okay, it's fine. That arrival was not so nice. Stupid piece. And we're still at the end of the 1.5 page. Okay, we're 1.5 pages in. Okay, let me put this down. I'm probably a bit hectic and impatient today. I'm just way too hyped to be here with you. I'm just way too hyped. So good to be here with you guys. This is my hyped face. My teacher always said that every musician should learn a percussive instrument too. What do you think about that? You know what? I like that. I like that point. I've never thought about it, but just as much, you remember maybe how, or I don't, yeah, you were here. So I was talking, or I don't know if you were listening. So I was talking about how piano helped me to improve my voicing on the guitar. And yeah, my voicing and melody skills, and how playing a wind instrument can help you with improving your phrasing. And also, if you play any melodic instrument like violin, for example, viola, it can improve your sense of melody and legato, and just yeah, melody, your sense of how to treat a melody line. And similarly, I can only imagine how learning, drums or anything that's heavily percussive, any percussive instrument, can only improve your sense of rhythm, your sense of beat, and your sense of pulsing. I think that's an important word, because you don't want to play like a metronome. You don't want to play on time, but you want your music to have a sense of pulsing, right? That people can feel. And yeah, I can only see how every guitarist could benefit from learning any percussive instrument. It's like, but that's the fun part, because no matter what you're learning, you can always implement, the knowledge you gain from one medium or one aspect of art, or just, you always can implement the things you learn at something to the next thing you're learning, right? So you can implement, I don't know, art skills into music, or music into your art skills, writing. If you learn how to write a compelling story, you can use that knowledge to structure a drawing, a painting, a piece of music, or anything. But also, I can only imagine how more practical things, for example, I can imagine how doing something like woodworking, something with your hands, can improve your sense of structure in a way that helps you with a more abstract art form like music or painting, or something. You get my point, right? So every time you learn something, there has to be some elements of it that you can implement into other fields of art, or other skills. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at. Unfortunately, I don't do anything. I don't do anything else but play guitar. I play guitar a lot and I write emails, but I don't see yet how my emails are getting better from my guitar playing, or how my guitar playing is getting better from all the emails I'm sending. We'll see. Maybe it just needs. Maybe I just need a little more time. We'll see where it goes. Maybe I will start writing beautiful emails eventually. So when are you getting a drum kit? Time for payback for the neighbors. I know, right? Honestly, I'm not drawn to drums at all. Not at all. Still need to order your vinyl record. Kinda got busy last weekend. If you order it today, I'm going to the post office tomorrow, because I'm shipping something to friends. Someone bought some of my drawings, and I'm shipping it tomorrow. So if you buy it today, I'm going to pack it up in the morning, and I will ship it tomorrow. And this goes for everybody. You know what? Let me show you around. This is important. This is important. Let's talk about this. So this is my little shop. Look at my little shop. I have all sorts of things with my silly little designs. So I designed this little cat and this little duck playing guitar. You can buy t-shirts of them or art prints. All the art prints are produced by me here at home, so I have full control over the quality, and every single print is signed by me. Yeah, I mean, why would it be signed by Cappy? It would be fun, to release like a limited edition signed by Cappy only. Anyhow, so you can get little things I designed, like these little stickers, or also my other art prints, my Angry Lemon stuff. If you're a Twitch user, you know what these are about. Or if you have been following me for maybe 3 years, you know what this is about, but we can talk about the lore later. And if you like my podcast, or if you would like to support me making more episodes, new episodes, I'm releasing a new episode with Mike Dawes this month. I'm publishing another one next month with Yvette Young. I have really a really good lineup for the next seasons, and if this is something you would like to support, you can buy an O-Sheet t-shirt or an O-Sheet notebook. And yeah, just have a look at the shop. Maybe you will find something you like. And yeah, here's the vinyl. This is my album. This is my debut album, and you can choose signed versions too. I have like 50 pieces left, and you can get one here, and I'm gonna pack it up. I'm gonna add a little handwritten thank you card, and I'm gonna walk to the post office and ship it myself. How does that sound? I bet it sounds cool. So cool, right? So cool. Yeah, check it out. The shop is here. I wish I could share the link here. Okay. Yeah, I just dropped the link in the chat. Please consider buying something and support what I'm doing. You know what? Maybe we won't even have time for the percussive things today. Maybe it's your lucky day. Maybe you won't have to see me suffer my way through that. The suffering is why we all are here. No, we're here for the music and for, to hang out together and to have a good time. You totally got that all wrong. Do you know David? You know you have to be a little bit more specific with that. You know that, right? I need more details. I need more stuff there. Pomodoro kind of thing. It's my own Pomodoro, but it's shorter. Pomodoro is 25 minutes, but I don't have that attention span. the subscription. Thank you for supporting the stream. I need more water. I'm thinking about taking a break and get some water. How do you do strumming with your left hand? I can't do that. I'm not doing any strumming with my left hand, as far as I'm aware. Have I done it unconsciously? Maybe, maybe it's like sleepwalking. Maybe I do it, but I don't know. Maybe maybe I don't know about it. So much tension for nothing. I'm learning about DNs by listening to Beatrix. What did you learn? What did you learn about DNs? I've been playing for 19 years. What should I do on my 20th anniversary, 20-year anniversary of playing? What should I do? How should I celebrate? What do you think? What am I doing wrong? Anti and deviation, welcome to the stream. Have fun here. How are you doing? Liam, that's the kindest reaction. That's not what I had in mind, but that's very nice of you. Everybody, pat the mods. Pat the mods. Mods are doing amazing work today. Why is she ignoring me? That's a question some of you have in mind sometimes. Some of you even ask it out loud in the chat. Some of you write it and you write it and you send it in the chat over and over again until I can't ignore you anymore. Now, why would I ignore you? Think about it. Just think about it, guys. Think about it. This is so dirty. I mean, it feels so funny to do this in the classical guitar piece. There's, because we don't do this kind of bending or anything. So when you do it, it's just, I don't know. The first word that's coming to my mind is that it feels dirty. It's cool. It's fun. Ah! Damn. Doesn't matter. Let me have a moment. Maybe I can get something to drink. Someone said beer, and I know it was an answer to how I should celebrate my 20-year anniversary on with guitar. But damn, I could use a beer now. It has nothing to do with the YouTube chat, okay? It has nothing to do with the YouTube chat. I could use a beer, a good beer now. Do it. Nah. I'd like to do a concert with all the musicians who have been my teachers and or accompanists over these 20 years, but that's my opinion. It would be difficult to get my former teachers in one room, for starter. And then it would be also hard to get some of them in one room with me. So I don't think that's an option. Yeah, yeah. But that would be fun. Ta, 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 ta. Let me call it extended technique and you're good. But yes, bending on nylon feels god awful. It doesn't feel when I said dirty, I didn't mean it a bad way. I should stop trying to explain this. It's just getting out of control at this point. But I didn't mean dirty as a bad thing. Yeah, so I don't think it feels bad or anything. It's just really out of your classical comfort zone. You know what it feels like? Oh, I know what it feels like. Do you remember when we were kids? You were kids once, right? When we were kids and we had a chewing gum shaped like a cigarette, you know that one. Probably it's an international thing. We probably all had it. So the cigarette chewing gum, and how you were so cool if you had the cigarette chewing gum and you could pretend like you're having a cigarette like the adults. I don't know. Here, I mean, in my childhood, it was pretty damn cool. You remember that? Okay, we have one person. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just more like a Balkan thing or like an Eastern European thing because here smoking was really a thing for quite a long time. Even in public places. So, for example, it was banned like 10 years after it was banned in 10 or 15 years later than in the rest of Europe. So it was a pretty big thing. Adults were smoking everywhere all the time. So when you had this chewing gum, the cigarette shaped or cigarette like chewing gum, you were like really cool. And even though it's not a real cigarette and it's just silly, it's just you're a kid, it's a chewing gum, you know that. It felt somehow really cool. And I feel the exact same thing when I play this band. I can't explain, but for me these two things are the same. I can't explain it to you guys. I just can't. But it feels exactly like that. Like being a kid, being 8 years old and standing in a corner of the playground smoking fake, cigarette chewing gum with the cool kids and pretending like we're cool. Mimicking adults. Imagine being old. Yeah, damn. That must hurt. You know what? I have more and more gray hair. It freaks me out. So many gray hair. You can see it, luckily, because the stream quality is not that good. It's not that good. But you will see it sooner or later. They have ones that taste kind of chalky. Chalky? Now at some places, chalky. That sounds weird. That sounds bad. Um, Ours came in fake camel cigarette packs. That's That sounds more advanced. Ours just looked very plain and simple. I am from Hungary. I am from Hungary. Oh, Fanner. Fanner, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I remember that stuff. I'm from Brazil. See, I said I think it's an international thing. I think it's just... I think it's relatable for people from around the world. 27-year-old. Yeah, okay, you're about the same age as I am, so could be that also could be a reason. We don't have that in India. Damn. You have no idea what you missed. You missed out on so much. Okay, let's keep going. I know I wanted... You know what? I will have another 10 minutes and then I will get water finally because I really ran out of all my water. I used to have a water bottle, but it started to stink really badly, and I tried to wash it like 5 times, and it still stinks. I guess eventually you just have to, if you have these plastic water bottles, it just doesn't last forever, and eventually you have to replace them, right? I don't know. It doesn't smell good. It's 8 p.m. Neptune, welcome to the stream. Hey. This a bit closer because I'm old and I can't see anymore. My eyes have gotten so much worse over the past 2 or 3 years. It's crazy. Like suddenly, just suddenly. That was so ugly. Okay, let's walk through this slowly. I hate this part of this piece because it just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I can't. I don't understand it yet. I know I will. I'm just not there yet. I need some more time. Hungry Schnitzel. Well, thank you. You are so cool too for being here. Danielle, thank you. I'm glad you like it. And the previous part did. The previous part, yes, that did make sense to me. That's easier. You have a pattern. You mean this one? That's pretty. That's fine. I don't know. This one is just. I don't even hear where one bar ends. I only know the structure because it's right in front of me. But I can bet that if I told you to tell me where the bar lines are, you couldn't tell me because it just doesn't sound. I don't know. It just doesn't sound. It doesn't sound very structured to me just yet. I don't know. Maybe you could tell. I don't know, guys. I'm just very confused. The joy of modern music. Yeah, you know what? Playing modern music is really good for fighting your OCD and your anxiety to have form and structure all the time. It's really therapeutic. Therapeutic. Is it a word? Therapeutic. No. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm getting closer and closer, little by little, just by every attempt. Now I finally started to hear this counter element here. This thing in the bass, but I'm far from controlling it. Do you think learning to play the guitar is easy compared to other instruments? How even the question hurt my feelings. No, I don't think so. I think guitar is a ridiculously difficult instrument to learn. And it's coming from someone who was playing the piano for 5 years. And I find guitar much more difficult. I mean, if you try hard enough. I'm working my ass off to play this thing. Come on, give me some credits. Party God, give me some credits for this. You know what? I should go and cry a bit under the shower now. Yes, if I had children, I also wouldn't let them near the guitar. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's a good instrument to transition to. It sounds good, you know, after I can see how it could be good to start to learn piano and a melodic instrument like violin. No, not violin. Maybe recorder. Yeah, piano and recorder, and then transition to guitar. I see that much better than starting with guitar as a child from the very first second. But yeah, I mean, explain it to a child, right? Explain it to a kid who wants to learn to play guitar. Good luck with that. Piano and recorder gets get bullied starter kit. Right. Ah. And we arrived to the last page. But I don't want to, so we're going back to the previous one. I don't want to go to the last page. The last page is making me so uncomfortable. Already? Oh. I know, it's only been like 2 hours. I know. I'm growing up so fast. Look at me, flying out of the nest. one bar. Maybe if I played it slower. Nah. That's for losers. I will fail, but I will be cool at least. Isn't it how it works? Time's up. Oh no! Well, I really wanted to play that last part, but time's just so up. I wish I could do something about it, but I'm not making up the rules. The rules are just made up. They just being made up. I have nothing to do with it. Have you tried finger picks for classical guitar? Wait, we are in the wrong scene. This is where we chat. No, I haven't. I think I haven't. But they seem horrible. The song, this is this is Confuoco by Roland Jens. Confuoco by Roland Jens again. How do you become a moderator? You join my Discord server first. You become the coolest person on the server, and then maybe I decide you. Maybe I decide then to award you with the moderator badge. I don't know. How did you guys become moderators? Jory, how did you become moderator? Money, lots of money, and real money, not forints. Not Hungarian forints. Why being cool is important? Being cool is very important because I only want cool people in my team. That's why it's really important. So it's actually becoming very naturally when over time, if I notice that someone is a regular viewer of the channel and is a pleasant person to be around and is friendly and knows how to react to other chatters in a polite but still, like politely but with confidence, eventually I just ask some people, if this sounds like you, well, how could I know? What's up with Dbimpa? Is that why Dbimpa is not a mod? Yeah, he's not mod because he's not cool. But it's also not helping that he's bald. That's also not helping him. Hard to measure that. Yeah, that's a cool part. I'm the one who's telling it, so that's why it's a good system, because I'm the one who's telling who's cool enough. I know, but that's like a very simple way. I solved it. I found it also difficult to measure. Like I came up with all these formulas and then measurements and units, like special units. But then I realized that the best decision is to just make one. Too much hard work to be a moderator and stuff. I know. Moderator badge goes only for the most committed, dedicated ones. It's Tuesday in India. Wow, you are from the future, aren't you? What's cool for you can be uncool to others. I will take that risk. I will take that risk. The dance always has a very strong musical beat to it, so if you can keep that going, sometimes I find difficult. That usually does it once you get it. Yeah, that's, you know what, that's a very fair point. Once I feel comfortable about the notes and about what's going on in this piece, I will really have to check it with a metronome. I will have to take some time to go through on it with a metronome a couple of times, and just like choosing reference notes that can help you to feel the beat. That's also helpful. So sometimes I'm trying to emphasize certain notes that help me not to fall off beat, if you get what I mean. So some of the notes I'm pushing a bit more, like I'm accenting certain notes that I'm not going to accent later on, but now it helps me to create a sense of structure. Yeah. Well, so. So there's this last part. There was a guy teaching it on YouTube. You know what? I'm actually so lazy to figure this out myself. I'm going to do something that I think I have never done before. I'm going to learn a classical guitar piece by watching a tutorial. Look at that. Oh no, hey, shit, I just realized I didn't set up the headphone. Oh, I don't think I have the right stream set up for this. Crap. Wow, I know, Liam, shocking, right? It's so shocking. Okay, so let's see. Do you ever play flamenco? I do not. Do you hear this? Whoops. Hang on. Can you hear this? Give me feedback. Give me feedback, please. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Okay, hang on. Where is that guitar coming from? I know. Hang on. So there's this part at the end. Oh, by the way, this is how fast the piece should be. Did you see that? Whoop. that was fun. I like that. Cameraman was doing their best. Wait, is that an editing thing? Maybe that's in post. Yeah, I think that was made in post. Okay. This is the last page. Yes, this is the last page. So I think I kind of figured out the top part of the last page. The top. Hang on. The problem starts with the percussive things. So, but until then, that was crazy. I know. So this one is not too bad actually. I think this is what he's doing with a thumb. I think I saw him playing with the thumb. Yes. So we go like... No, hang on. Practice. We need to go to the practice room. Practice room. To the practice room. Da 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 da. How do you keep your guitar that clean? I just don't play on it. If you don't practice, it's not going to get, sweaty and like greasy. So just don't use it. Pro tip. Okay, so this part is not that bad. And it repeats. Am I crazy? No, I am not. Cooking update. Spring roll pancakes. Spring roll pancakes turned out awesome. We'll be on Discord later. That's cool. If you guys would like to see Jory's spring roll pancakes, be sure to join to our Discord server. That sounds good. As I think I hear Kepi's almost ready with the food. Today he's cooking dinner today, so I'll be leaving soon too. Can you study in live Villa-Lobos study number 2 for us? I would love to. I'm right in the middle of learning another piece that I would like to learn. But otherwise, if I wasn't busy doing the thing I had in mind for today, I would do it. Damn, I'm getting mean with these, but I don't mean to be mean, but I always have an idea of what to do on these streams. And if I'm going to have requests on the streams, I'm gonna let you know, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let you know as soon as I have requests on the stream. That part starts. How often do you stream? I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays this same time. 6 p.m. my time. I started 2.5 hours ago. And then the tappity tap. Yes, but you said it differently, like tippity tappity tap. I don't know. You used a different you phrase it differently and it was cooler. Tippity tap. I don't know. Okay, that's comforting. Sharps, Betty. F sharp, C sharp. Is that so hard to remember too? And then we need to look up the tutorial. The tutorial I was talking about. I don't want to. Do you want to watch the tutorial, guys? I'm not sure. Do you want to watch it? I don't want to watch the tutorial, I'm watching you. That's, you know what, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I think I will call it a day, maybe, or... You know what, no, there's something we need to talk about, so don't you dare going. I know you want to go, because, this is the end of the stream, she's probably just going to self-promote herself and, ask you to become a supporter on Patreon or, like and subscribe. Stay. Please. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to explain myself. Hang on. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer because this is important. So I'm gonna switch to the chatting scene because now we have, the little timer. Okay. Now we can talk. So before we all go, let me tell you about my Patreon page, where you guys can support my work on a monthly basis. I know it took me forever to get to the point. But seriously, I'm usually uploading 2 or 3 videos per month. This month, it kind of slowed down. You did it. I did. Yeah, I did it. So I'm uploading usually 2 or 3 videos per month, and this month it slowed down a little bit because where should I start? So the new podcast is a fantastic new thing, but we're trying to create a vibe to it, something that makes it look a little bit special, a little bit different. So last time when I was making my podcasts, I was editing them myself. Now I have an editor, a fantastic editor. So the whole thing is a little bit slower now because we're just trying to get really good job done. And I'm also slowing down. I'm also slowing down on the publications because I just want to go for quality rather than quantity. I stopped producing, I stopped posting silly Instagram stuff. I'm using it more as a personal platform. And yeah, just things are changing a little bit, and I'm trying to put a little more emphasis on getting quality work done because there's a shitload of bad content on the internet trying to take advantage of people being addicted to their phones. But I think now I kind of have this responsibility that if I do something, if I publish these videos, at least the least I could do is to make them as good as we can. So we spend a little more time. We spend a little bit more time on producing the videos. And of course you could say, oh, but what about this stream? This is not this is not very good. This is my fun time. This is where I can hang out unedited, unfiltered. And yeah, this is just our little renting room, personal practice room and such. So yeah, please feel free to come and go here as you wish, as you have time. If you can't stay, that's all right. But yeah, I like to have this looser form. But when I publish something, a longer YouTube video, Betty Raw, yeah. There you are, Debimpa. We were just talking about you and how you're not cool, or that was... Did we really talk about that? I don't remember. But anyhow, so I feel like when I put something out, when we finish a video, that should be as good as we can make it. Yeah, so that's about it. What were you practicing earlier? The piece, what's the piece called? It was Fuoco by Roland Diens. I'm the not coolest. You're the not coolest. Not cool and bald. We are such a loving community here. And we definitely never make joke of each other. Yeah, it's cozy. It's a cozy stream. It's cozy and it's very loose, and you have the opportunity to ask questions real time. New podcast. Why wasn't I informed? I am so sorry. I'm sorry. Now I told you. New podcast starting this month. We are having a meeting about the final look tomorrow. And yeah, the episode with Mike Dodd is going to be available on my Patreon page in a week, and soon for the public. To so yeah, check it out. Yeah, we would never dare call Betty old. Yeah, why would you call me old? Why would you do that? Let me see if there's something I need to check on. And now even with added AI content, I know. Yep. New content, new things, new podcast. Yes, and new videos. Somebody mentioned, or somebody was making notes or something about the Pomodoro that I'm using a Pomodoro technique for practicing. I'm using a very loose version of the Pomodoro technique on streams. And when I practice off stream, I practice in 20-minute sessions. So 20 minutes and then a break, and 20 minutes and then a break. That's, well, most often. If I feel really fresh at the end of the 20 minutes, which is not happening too often, I keep going for a bit. But I do work in little, in these little session. And I also recorded a video like 2 weeks ago about some, evidence-based practice tips, which I'm preparing for you now. If you want to see it as soon as it comes out, it's also going to be on Patreon. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Give me your money. Anyhow, let me have a look at Twitch. Whoops. That's me again. And it's time to raid someone with the Twitch people. How does that sound, Twitch people? Okay, well, thank you for being here, guys. It was lovely to see you again. I hope you had a nice Monday, and I hope it was a really, just a calm, cozy part of your Monday, of the start of your week. Let me have a final look at the YouTube chat. Nice jam. Thank you. And I appreciate the subscription. Thank you for being here, guys. And I will see you Wednesday. Yes, I will see you on Wednesday. And I'll be back with the tippity tap thing. Yes. All right. Have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.